Everyone, this is big news. Don't care if you're an Avax holder or not. AWS partners with Avalanche to scale blockchain solutions for enterprises, governments. I want to explain why this is big news, why it's maybe not so commonplace like many think right off the headline. All of this happening on the 6-hour chart in Avax, you see this explosive move on Avax. I want to discuss that at the end of this video, but let me first dig into this headline. The headline, AWS partners with Avalanche to scale blockchain solutions for enterprises, governments. It doesn't matter if you're an Avax holder. I think the first instinct for non-Avax people is like, a lot of networks use AWS. This is nothing big. I'm going to explain and show you why this is big. Look past just the headline. If this headline was Cardano and AWS, ADA holders would be going crazy. If it was Ethereum, AWS, ETH holders would be going crazy. We need to ditch that tribalism and root for each other when we see good things happening. I don't sit here on this YouTube channel covering Avalanche. I've glanced at it, right? I've talked about it, tweeted about it, maybe a little. Interesting to me on the chart sometimes, but this isn't something that I'm like, extremely interested in, Avalanche as a blockchain. And look, this is good for crypto. So let me first get to this first point. A number of blockchains already use AWS to power their networks. About 25% of all Ethereum workloads in the world run on AWS. So that's that first argument. This is nothing new. Like, this is AWS being used. The technology itself is natively agnostic and supports all blockchain protocols. Right said. Who is right? We're going to look at that in a minute. Though this is AWS's first foundational partnership with a blockchain. First foundational partnership with a blockchain by AWS, and this is Howard Wright. He's the VP, Global Head of Startups at AWS. This is a big deal. Here's a quote from Wright. Looking forward, Web3 and blockchain is inevitable. No one can call the time or date or quarter that it's going to happen, and it'll be mainstream. But we've seen the cycles of growth before. The velocity of this one seems like it's accelerating, and we're just excited to be a part of this. AWS anticipating mainstream adoption of crypto. Crypto is not going anywhere. And not only that, AWS saying we want to be a part of it. And this is like a very big deal in terms of AWS partnering with a blockchain. Avalanche is far from the first startup to come through Amazon's network, Wright shared. Over 200,000 startups came through our doors. So we know what excellence looks like. That's including Netflix, Uber, and Airbnb. They have redefined verticals, and we have the audacity to think others like them are out there, including Ava, in relation to Ava Labs. Do you see how specific of a thing this is? This isn't just some marketing headline just to say, hey, Avalanche is utilizing AWS. And this is something that I right when I tweeted this, it was immediate, starting to kind of get these things. It doesn't matter. All these networks use Avalanche. And of course, likely that is coming from non-Avax users. And I just want to say, pay attention if you're a crypto holder. It does not matter if you hold Avax or not. This is so big for the mainstream adoption of cryptocurrency. This is so big if you're an ADA holder for the adoption of Cardano. It gives the space legitimacy, especially in a time where we're in a bear market and we've seen all of these exchanges falling, these huge companies falling, Celsius, FTX, the list goes on, right? We're getting legitimacy, and these headlines help in that regard, and they really help in the shift of macro bear to macro bull. Here's the move on Avax. I mean, this is a 6-hour candle, still 4 hours left, but the reason why I think, put aside just a headline, we do see news events in all of crypto kind of trigger a really big shift, a big move on the charts. And this is one of those things, it seems, with Avax. The reason why, if you look at this, Avax is just in these series of lower highs, like much of crypto. And right now, it's these lower highs of Fibonacci retracement and resistance. So this last lower high back here to swing low, you can see most recently, Avax was kind of just making a lower high, just commonplace lower high in this bear market. It was hitting resistance. There's that resistance channel. And this news right now, right when I saw the headline, I should have bought some Avax. But I mean, look at this 6-hour candle. But this news, check this out. This Fibonacci, this shorter term Fibonacci, lower high resistance, explosively broken by Avax, right? So where is this thing going to go? How much separation from this 786 line, right around $13.30. How much separation will there be on this? And this is what's going to be interesting for me just sitting back and watching is this headline, this news. How big of a move will this be for Avax? Go over to the daily chart, and you can just see, look at this daily candle. And Avax right now on the daily chart, you can see getting very good separation from this 50-day moving average, something you always want to see on these charts in this bear market. Talk about that a lot with ADA. 200-day moving average around $17.59 will be very interesting to see how close Avax can get to that area. It's still another 15% or so away from getting up there. So time will tell in that regard. But again, this is big news, everybody. And again, I say this. Look past whatever's in your portfolio, whatever your favorite blockchain is. Just look at the headline. And look at what it means for the crypto space and the maturity of the space, especially where we sit right now in this bear market with we've just been bombarded with bad news, right? So just think about what this means for crypto. That's all I'm saying. Put aside your bias, your favorite cryptos. Don't hate on this news or try and undermine it or downplay it because it's not your crypto. Because if it was your crypto, your favorite crypto, you'd be going crazy right now. And you know that. But you look objectively, not emotionally at this headline. It's big stuff. So let me know your thoughts, everybody, in the comments below. I appreciate you cruising by. Hit the subscribe and like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.